automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she...
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have two. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down throw. Watson flush to his right. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage. And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's got this down to the 35. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2. And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3. Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a handoff for Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Falcons grab it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain. And this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here. So they better get used to this. And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
For Gurley. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Marcus Peters on.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Complete to Todd Gurley.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Gain of 16 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And now it's second down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Let's go. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, D. Here's 31. Come again. Check 9. 54.
From the 39, Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Nick Boyle that time. And it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
At the 20-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Round us up.
From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Atlanta.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Buying time to his left. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They're running with Gurley, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
makes the score Falcons 7, Ravens nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown,
Julio Jones. An even 90 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, it's Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Do that again, baby. Do it again. Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He's going deep for Brown. It got his man complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Shift. And 24. And no time now.
Watson on first down. Flushed out, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Marlon Davidson able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
At the
sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Mike spot 4. Bang it. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Now 4th down and 1.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. To throw again. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Open is Powell. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Ravens nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Powell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
16 yards.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown.
Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown.
To number 18.
Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
Falcons 40. Ravens nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick
now
off.
Following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Looking for Andrews downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ryan on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones, 29 yards. And the Falcons add on. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Falcons 47, Ravens nothing. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watson now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I don't even know why this team showed up.
On 1st down, Watson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Dante Fowler. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Watch the screen. At 55. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. I got wide. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey. Hey, 31.
They will indeed snap it to Watson, eluding the pressure right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
21. 51.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd and 2, Watson. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Out of the gun, Watson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Kill. 24 is down. He's coming. Mike's 5-4. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Hey, we got to get out.
Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So they get 1 score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter.
47.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
Now Watson operating from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
4th down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
They go play action now. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Coverage there by Earl Thomas.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 59, ready. 56, Mike, 56.
To throw again is Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Ryan finding Julio out wide. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
We got to step it up. Mike,
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game has been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Watson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Don't let him breathe.
To throw again, Watson. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the... Now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
46-yard line.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Check. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go, D.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Looking downfield for Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
58.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
6-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons.
To
Calvin Ridley, 64 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love that you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they've faced in this ball game.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Faking the give, now Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be second down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. From the 50, it's Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
48 to Mike. Hey, Mike, 48. Mike, 48. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Play action. Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Ryan. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They go play action with Ryan. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch QB drop. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. 3 buzz.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Go. Go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Ready, go 80. Go 80.
Just like that. Just like that.
Hey, check. Check 24. Check 24. All right, 24 tonight.
Off the play fake. Ryan. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Hey, Ripley. Hey, check 2.
Off play action. Ryan going for it all. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Go, go, go.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
It's the score, Falcons 80, Ravens 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Ridley, incomplete.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Walk. Hey, Tuesday.
Throwing again. Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Julio Jones.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Tonight's final score, Falcons.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a